Hi everybody, it's me again. I'm a junkie, can't help it. This is a response video to Dizzy Lizzie's questions that she's going to put up her answers later. I can't help myself. I have to do these. It's a sickness, I'm sure. Okay, the first question is, what's your birth date? Mine is October 15th of 1971. I'm an old lady, I know, but I think I've told you that before. Second question is, in the year you were born, name 3 things that happened. There were a lot of things that I found that were interesting to me, but I didn't think anybody else would really care. But I suppose one of the first things was cigarette ads were banned from television in January of the year I was born. The Attica prison riot took place, where they ended up calling in 1,000 troops to bring it under control. And it was a bad situation. And Walt Disney World opened. I bet you thought it had always been there. Just a really long time, I guess. So Walt Disney World in Florida opened the year I was born. And I still have never been there. Been to Disneyland, but not Disney World. And I doubt that I will ever go. Let's see. Next question. What kind of hobbies or collections do you have? Well, I've got, I don't really have anything that I do all the time. I suppose YouTube counts. That's my new hobby, I guess. I like to write. I like to bake, but I don't do it very often anymore because I end up being the only one eating it. And that's not a good thing. I know how to crochet, and I've got an Afghan that I started for my now 13-year-old daughter many years ago, and I probably won't finish it until she graduates from high school. I'm kind of procrastinating on that. But I do know how to crochet, and I do enjoy it. I just can't really sit for that long to work on it too much. So someday. I love to read. I have a lot of books that I don't like to buy books unless I've read them and then I know that I will read them again. But I do like to read, and I unfortunately don't make enough time for myself to sit and read anymore. But I am rereading Interview with the Vampire still. I started rereading that a month ago maybe, and I'm still working on it because I don't sit down and just read. But I do like to read. As far as collections, I'm with you, Susan. I've got dust bunnies. That's about it. I don't collect. I've never been one to collect things, really. I do have, probably the closest thing to a collection I have is I have about 4 willow tree figurines that have been given to me as gifts. I really like the style of it. But I'm not a knick-knack collector. It's just more crap to dust, I suppose. I don't know. Don't have that much. Now, this one was a little bit harder for me. What do you consider romantic? I am not a stereotypically romantic type person. I think that the flowers and candy and candlelit dinners are kind of overdone, kind of cliched. It seems to me, this is my personal opinion, no offense to anybody who loves that kind of stuff, but to me it's kind of what you do when you don't know what to do. So that's not really my big thing. To me, romantic is when you're able to sit one-on-one and have a deep, meaningful conversation. Talk about your thoughts and dreams and your beliefs, and you share your history, the good things and the bad things, and you're able to, just share a part of yourself with someone else. To me, that's exceptionally romantic. That is when I feel closest to somebody, is when you're able to share a part of yourself and that person shares with you too. That's what I consider romantic. I like I said, I'm not really a romantic person myself. I'm not good at planning romance type stuff, so I really don't have anything that I have done that's romantic. I cannot for the life of me think of anything. Hubby, on the other hand, is a romantic at heart, and our first date I thought was wonderful. That he drove me out to a lake nearby where his dad was like general manager at the conference center there at the golf course, and he took me to this restaurant that overlooked the lake, and he timed it perfectly so that we were there at sunset, and, you know, bought me dinner. But it was like a big deal to him to get us out there at a certain time, and he wouldn't tell me what it was, and that was very romantic to me. He's done other things since, but that one really sticks in my head. Any time that he does something specifically for me that he knows that I want, that I like. For our anniversary this year, he bought me books about getting my book that I'm writing published. That was super romantic to me because he hasn't read anything that I've written, but he just believes in me and trusts that it'll happen, and was giving me the tools to do that, and that was really sweet and very meaningful to me. And, you know, not your stereotypical romance. It's not anything, you know, big deal to anybody else, but it was massive to me. What I would like to do that I would think would be romantic, I would like to surprise hubby with finally having a honeymoon. We've been married for 14 years and we never got a honeymoon. So I would like to, you know, secretly plan some kind of a trip for just the two of us. You know, not Hawaii or anything like that. That again is cliched to me. I would love to have him, I would love to plan a trip where we go to Boston, where he lived for a year before we met, and spend some time driving up and down the coast during the fall and seeing the, you know, the leaves change colors, and he can show me his old stomping grounds, and we can, you know, just go to the ocean, and that would be, I would love to be able to do that for him. So that's something down the road that I would like to do. So I keep buying those lottery tickets, keeping my fingers crossed, hoping. I know these weren't very interesting answers, but anybody else who would like to respond, please do so. Again, Lizzie, thank you for the questions and the opportunity for me to be on camera again, because I love it. All right, bye. Have a good week.